Hello guys, here am I again, back on the very first map that I played on in multiplayer in Minecraft. Because it's actually been quite a while since I uploaded a video on YouTube, and who doesn't like some good nostalgia, and I thought this would be a good topic to get back to it maybe. So where are we? Well, as I just said, this is basically the very first multiplayer server I played on when I first started playing Minecraft for an extended period of time. The server actually shared a lot of similarities with what ZipKrowd later became, because basically what this was, it was a public server, but with rather strict terms to apply to it. You actually had to write an application and get approved, which would turn griefers away. Obviously there were mods and admins which also regulated griefers, but it worked very well. So where are we here? Well, this is the spawn. This server I think was started in 1.4, beta 1.4 or 1.5, I'm not sure, so this is all rather minimalistic, and these were the first buildings. And these were the first signs. They were all colorful, which these text exclamation things now are apparently in the latest versions. But this basically were just welcome messages. After that you would go here, press this button and get teleported down here, where there are several waypoints, which don't matter now. First we take a look at the spawn. Already quite the extent of buildings, lots of pixel art, and a big brand, Stranded. The server was called Minecraft Stranded. I actually built this this writing floating in the air, but actually built it the wrong way, so it wasn't even properly readable from spawn. As you can see from down here, it's mirrored. Yeah, I don't know what I thought when I built this. Not much apparently. But yeah, as you can see, the spawn area cluttered with pixel art. There was barely any spawn protection, only in these few rooms I think, so people had freedom to build whatever they want. Also on these big towers. And yeah, this is the big main city right here. We're not gonna go into detail to every building because that would be pointless, and I have no idea what people built there, but I was one of the first members on the server, and basically one of the last members before it went offline because the admin became inactive and got busy with real life and had to drop the server, sadly. Well, sadly, I don't know, because after that I found ZipKrowd, so everything turned out well, I think. But yeah, let's just go down here, following from spawn, follow this path, past these nice houses, big tower, to here, to a main plaza, to a fountain which I built. I was actually pretty proud of this, because water technique was not too improved, or not too advanced back in the days. So I was pretty happy I was able to spread it out like that. It's nothing too major, but everybody's gotta start somewhere. And following this street, we get to my first house. I'm gonna go into game mode 1 for this, makes it easier. I have no idea why it says this there. I think it was colored, so I have no idea. It was just signs. It says please ring. So my house had a ring. You can go down here and check it out. Just a few note blocks. And yeah, the server had fire tick off with plugins. So when the map became available and nobody had a server, everything started burning down, because back in the days, do fire tick wasn't a thing. So when that got scrapped by going into single player, because we lost the server, well, yeah, stuff started burning down, including my house, sadly. But by now we could fix that. So I'm just taking a quick tour. I mean, these are basic buildings. This is my very first building I did on here. You can check it out. Just very lit up here. I don't know why I did it. Flower pot with signs. Master bedroom with nice view block. Yeah. In the end, I didn't end up being here a lot. Down here is my entrance with a nice lighting. This was the storage room, but in some version every chest got corrupted, and I don't know, like, old maps are basically incompatible with new maps because every chest is gone. But the items don't matter too much anyways, because, you know, we just want to look at the buildings and a sugarcane farm. 2-story sugarcane farm, actually. Well, that's good to know. I haven't been on this map in forever, so this is kind of nostalgia for me as well. Because I only have good memories to this place, or to this server, to be honest. The community was amazing. To this day, I still have contact to some of them. Down here, we get into the subway. It was a fully German server, so the sign said U-Bahn, which is underground way, but subway, you know. Never worked, but, you know, gotta do it. There's stuff missing everywhere. I don't know why. I guess people started griefing in the end a bit. So going down from my house. This is the very first building of a good friend of mine till today. He was the Redstone on our server, as you can see. Really advanced Redstone lighting of a sign. There were only a few people who actually knew how this worked. I was one of them, he was, and like a few more, so Redstone wasn't a thing on the server, and we were like the gods of Redstone. What else is there in this city? All the way back there is also something which we're gonna go to later. Yeah, let's just fly over here and take a quick overview. Big roller coaster, which should be functional. Let's try it. Let's try this thing. Let's go. I was impressed by this thing when you first showed it to me. Because it's quite big. Has a lot of locations, a lot of entanglement between itself. You know, like, you don't know where you're going, and then you go over lava, water, through trees, jumping above trees, underground again, and up and up. Can we make this climb? Yeah. Minecarts also have changed a lot. I'm really surprised this still works. And down again. What a ride. And in between everything, wonder how there's space, honestly. And to the final ride. Oh no, not yet. Going up once more. Now we get to the finish, which says thanks by Kai. And you might remember that name from the house back there. Well, yeah, he also did this. It's still not finished. Go across and back to the start. Nice. Nice ride. Going up again, there is another entrance to the subway. Taking an overview. Big stadium, which one of the old admins built, which is actually, coincidentally, the stadium of my favorite club in Germany, which he tried to mimic, which also was his favorite club. And we get back here to the new buildings. As you can see, the stuff gets bigger from back there and a little more sophisticated. And this is the house Kai and I built together, which was like the house. But first let's take a look at my first ever fully automatic sugarcane farm, which was pretty terrible. There was a chest here. I had no idea about, well, butt switches or something, because I didn't just want to make it harvestable by pressing the button once, because that would be slow, because you always would have to go here. I wanted to make it fully automatic. So basically what I did, built a giant clock, which would stop as soon as the area got unloaded, so it never worked. Still was fun, and people admired me for it. They actually copied this design, so yeah. You can tell what the niveau was on here. Our house with our own trapdoor. Damn, these things were like advanced back then. And yeah, this is the wiring for it. It still works though, so yeah. Future-proof design. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work in the future. The problem we had here as well, we had no idea about T flip-flops, so we did it so that once you close the door here, the signal was on, so it wouldn't work from the outside again, which we couldn't find a workaround for, and added side entrances down here to get out. Not to get in because we wanted nobody to get in here. Where's the lever? Yeah, where is the lever for this actually? I have no idea. Should we search it? It's connected to something. Well, this was supposed to serve as our emergency exit. I have no idea how we did it. So this is the house. We never made it too fancy, because we never got to. A small tree in the middle, custom built. Very important. And we split the top half, top into halves. This is his side, with broken doors, which he decorated with a lot of bookshelves, and this was my side, which I personally think is prettier, even today, with like same style again. You can see my building style here. All of my houses have this. It's pretty hilarious actually. And a secret entrance, which got opened there. All the chests are missing once again. And a block is missing here as well. Good to know. Yeah, these were the Minecraft versions where mushrooms spread like crazy. Like this was one mushroom once and it just spread everywhere. Yeah. Let's close it off again and get outside. Taking another overview. Not too much in the distance. A few cactus farms. This was the prison originally. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick cut to the next big building I built, and I'll see you there. Alright, actually I lied. Some of you might recognize exactly this pose. This is the place where I did my very first video. You can find it in my 1000 subscriber special. Yeah, this is the spot where I did my tutorial to exchange money on the server, because there were several money systems to buy plots of land, to secure them for yourself, and to buy items. In this mall there were signs set up. Oh, these actually are still like properly. I wonder why this is. Yeah, it worked exactly like this. You could buy 5 wooden stairs for $50. Dollars was an arbitrary currency back here. Like stuff just had value. For context, diamonds were worth 750, and you could sell them for 650. So yeah, you could buy quite a few stairs for 1 diamond, but who would do that? Up here there was Redstone shop once again by Kai. Other stuff. It was basically every item that was in the game back then was able to be bought here. Food store. What's back here? I think. Yeah, this was full with paintings. And what's back here? Oh, I remember what this is. Let's follow it. Very secret. Was it here? No, where was it? Was this even here? An admin and I had a huge project here. Let's just go in game with 3 and check it out. Was it here? was here. No, was it? How do we get here? This is the huge project an admin and I did. Way back when the server was already on its last legs. Basically, we had a really nice tree area here with pig spawners you could just go about. And this was the other big thing. We built a giant, this is quite moody. We built a giant mob trap. This was the non-plus plus ultra mob trap design back there. And sent them here into a killing machine. And into this piece of a contraption. Gonna come back to that later. Not now. We're gonna look at stuff first. Because this has some more background. Which I wouldn't want to spoil. So yeah. The mall. The place where I did my very first video and started everything. Good space, good space. Oh yeah, we also had a greenhouse. Very nice. We're gonna follow in this direction and yeah, see what we can find there. Alright, I flew for a little bit and this is where we arrive. Another really important spot where I spend a lot of time on the server. We go past here. None of this is my build, but I built something in there. Gonna come back to that later. Stick around. And we arrive here. This is the sacred mountain community of the chosen ones of the server. Very few people knew of this. And it was like the people that were trusted on the server could go here and have their own little community. And this is my build here, as you can see. The big window at the top, my old trusted style, but with an advanced doorbell. Amazing, right? I have no words. The sky started crying from that doorbell. That's rude, actually. With all my dogs I had here. There were chests here. This was actually the spot where I was most and where I had all my valuables. Like these chests were full with diamonds and stuff and all my tools. Up here we have a fireplace once again, which would have burned everything down in older versions. Bathroom. And yeah. Well, I'd say this is mandatory for now, or by now, having these walls. And this is my neighbor, also another friend of mine from the server. In his house. I don't know what else is here. But we're here to check out my stuff. So, this is my terrace, my nice panorama terrace with no clear corners, which actually bothers me. This would be so much prettier. I don't know what I thought when I built this. I've definitely learned quite a lot. Going down here, we have two things. Lighting, mushroom farm with creepers, and the broken era. The duplication machine. There was also a chest here with diamond blocks and stuff, where this contraption of pistons would dupe any block. Yeah, that was the error. When pistons just got introduced, beta 1.7. That must have been. Let's follow the track. Below the water, interestingly. I have no idea why that was. In some version of Minecraft you were able to place rails underwater just like that. Is that still possible? No, they pop out. Whoops. To my underwater base, where I could check out the squid and the ugly water flow. Yeah. We just built to have fun here. There was a broken chunk here, but it's fixed. The versions took its toll on this world. Like I visited this before, and there were like broken chunks everywhere. Like this chunk was missing. There was a chunk missing in this mountain as well, in the city, everywhere. But newer versions seem to have fixed a lot of those problems. And this is where I had my first impressions with pistons. You know, I saw the video by Minecraft and I had no idea pistons were even coming, or by Mojang. And in the trailer I saw this exact door and I was flashed. I was like took in by the possibilities you could have with pistons and flashed all about. And I took it on myself to build the same thing. This is the upgraded version. Like, this is the really good version I could come up with. I was really proud of that. My first version, my first draft of this thing, I think extended to like here and I don't know, like same size on the other side. It was gigantic because I had no idea what I was doing. My first baby steps in Redstone, basically. With pistons, anyway. It was enormous. I'm sad I didn't just leave it here. Like, I showed it to Kai and he was like, well, what the heck is that? It looks like it's so gigantic and ugly and you have to do it again. And, well, I did it. And I improved it. Unfortunately, my first draft isn't here anymore. It was hilarious. But I remember it well. It was like enormous. Rest of the stuff isn't mine again, but the terrain is really nice. Nice walkways. Nice houses again. Oh yeah, this is... I remember this. This house had one feature in particular, which impressed me. Where's the entrance? I don't care. Here. I love the staircase. I don't know why. It's amazing. Don't know what else is here. Gonna break out again. Help me. Alright. Yeah. Most of this stuff doesn't belong to me. Other members built this. I did, however, implement something in here. What was it? He wanted to have lighting effects here and here. No, where it's and here on his wall. He wanted to have these blinking. And yeah, this is the best I could come up with. Putting it through here. Into this room where a giant clock is doing it instead of repeaters. No idea. Up on the furnace, because I didn't know how to transport it up here properly. But, you know, the end result. It looks pretty in here. So, yeah. And he was fine with it. All the memories that are coming back. Just like going around and remembering where I have been. But I don't think there is much more to this side of the world, so we'll head back the other way to here. This area has an arena, a PvP arena to be exact. This is a mob farm. Really basic one once again. Let's hope I don't break the water. No. Basic mob farm. Tunnel is below here, and it goes into here. And let's go into the maintenance room. What we have down here is my very first piston elevator. Gaze at its beauty. It's beautiful. I built this from scratch in survival mode. You know, like, this was serious stuff. And I had no idea what I was doing. So, at the moment the mob farm is off and the elevator's on, apparently. Let's turn it off real quick. And check it out. With no noise. So... yeah, I have no idea what I did here. Basically, like, it's not even consistent. What is it? 1 tick piston, 3 4 tick pistons, well, then there's this 2 tick piston and 2 4 tick plus another repeater on 1 tick going up here. Well, there's no consistency, basically. But it works, so whatever, I guess. It's not the most fancy design. I'm pretty sure JL built a lot better designs at the same time, but well, I was young. I had no idea what I was doing. But I was like the most advanced elevator builder on the server. So, yeah, since the mob AI is reworked, we won't get any zombies in here. Just do this. Will the small ones work? Maybe. A few more. And let's test this puppy. Flawless design. You can see like there are sections where it takes longer. But like this was the hit back then. People came to me and were like, wow, holy crap, how did you do that? It's amazing. And they arrived at the top, and this was the arena where you could fight. It was basically a PvE arena with an elevator. Yeah. Inventions. And going back to the city. And I'll see you at the next important and ancient building. So when I said ancient, I literally meant ancient. And ancient compared to Minecraft time. But this is the fortress. Gaze at its size. It's enormous. Built in survival mode. Huge walls. Huge gate. And apparently this played some tune back in the days, but yeah, this isn't playing anything. What was this? This was a big community project. People came here to help building it and got stars or evaluations. As you can see, I'm like amazing. Like nobody's as good as I am. Like, look at this. But the more pluses the better, and minus is a half a plus, so this guy's also good, but I'm like the top dog here. I helped a lot. And the people who helped the most were promised huge areas of land. Well, what did I do in here to get all these stars? Well, basically, at first I built the prison, which honestly is a pretty cool build, even today. Like, I like the look of it. It looks prison-y. The entrance area with like the reception, and then there are the corridors. This is like the main corridor where the leaders of the prison sit. I had no idea how prisons were structured, so I guess there were leaders, and the interrogation room, which would be darker, I guess. There's people sitting. Like, this was the accused and this was the interviewer, and he would press them for answers if they committed the crime. A few paintings, but now we get to the cells. What the heck? What? Okay. Alright, doors. Doors don't work. Yeah, those are the cells. Those are cruel cells with no window. These have a window. This once again don't. Yeah, like if you're a really bad guy, you get this cell with no bed, with like just trapdoors. So you can see at this time trapdoors were introduced, so we are in Minecraft beta 1.5, I think, were trapdoors? No, 1.8. 1.8? No, 1.6. Were trapdoors, 1.7 for pistons, exactly. I remember now. Yeah, there are several corridors. This is like just a washing room with lots of prison cells for the many evil people here. Remember, all of this was built in survival. Like this entire thing, every build here, all of these houses and the church, and yeah, everybody had their own plot here. This was supposed to be the nice area with the big pillars going into the like the quarter of the fortress for the noble and rich. And down here, in one of the towers, I earned my other plus points. I also helped with the vault and stuff, that's where I got the rest. But this was my other big project. Big H. H for Häcksler, which basically means ripper. And the name originated from a German YouTuber named Gronk. Really successful and big YouTuber, one of the first Minecraft YouTubers in Germany. And back in the day, really innovative actually. What is this? Missing chest. What did he do? He was the first guy where I saw the old standard mob farm design built. But like really improved. You know, like this is the trench design but with side trenches, so it's like the good stuff. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. This is the entire tower full. All built in survival. I was like here at work forever. This took a long time. Unfortunately, these basically don't work anymore since the mob AI isn't functioning as soon as nobody is near. But yeah, this would produce quite a lot of items just because of its sheer size. It's not like the design was amazing, but it was pretty damn big. It's all the way up here, and now we're at the top. And monsters would fall down and obviously walk into the lava blade. Oh man. Light update. Walk into the blade and die. Just take a look from above. The giant castle. Never finished, unfortunately. I think in the tower back there was also a TNT cannon, which they experimented with. But just a basic TNT cannon. And here we are back at spawn. This is the maze pyramid, where I also added some stuff, I think. I tried to add a a lava blade here for the guy, which would go away because lava back there, or back then, took like half an hour to go away. So I kinda tried to think of something, like opening the bottom to let the lava flow down, which obviously doesn't work because these basically end up being source blocks until they decay. So yeah, I wasn't too successful with it. By now, nowadays it would just be so easy, just push in both sides of the wall and lava's gone. As easy as that. But these should fall down. Huh, I guess. Lots of stuff broken here. This is a trap. A real evil trap. Like there was lava down there, and you would just die and lose all your stuff. People complained about that. So, where do we go next? I think I know. I'll see you at a place where we've just been. You might remember this place. You can just check it out down here. This was the big main central station. I actually built a sign up there. The subway sign. This is how the subway signs are in Berlin. And maybe all the other major cities. We don't have any subways here where I live. So I'm guessing that. But I know that like this in Berlin, so I built it. This is a house of an admin, which I was friends with. He built this and goes down here and into the roller coaster apparently, and here to this way down, which is incredibly slow because there's no quick drop. Oh yeah, ladders don't work on glowstone anymore. That's good to know. And we go across this long railway. Now this will take a while. I'll see you at the end. Alright, quite some time later we arrive and go up again. And pop the glowstone. the ladders on the glowstone. For fun. And where are we now? Another secret location. this supposed to be a light post or like a lighthouse? Some fire? I have no idea. Well, where are we? This is the secret location of the admin and me, where we thought, well, screw everybody else, it's too crowded back there. Let's just have our own little community. We never got far here. Where's my base actually? Here it is. This is my base. My starter base. Nice window. Another room which nothing came of. Lava I added for some reason. What's back here? I think just a cave system. Looks like it. So as you can see, not too much here. Let's check out his base. I think I can justify checking this out, since this was ours, basically. There were lots of chests here, as well as in my base, obviously, and everywhere. Let's take the ride. Where does this lead? Down into the cave. Past another minecart track. Oh, this is his literal minecart, I think? Or roller coaster, I can't quite tell. Might be his way down into his mine and back up again? I don't remember. Or I don't think he ever told me what his motivation was. Or just a cool roller coaster, who knows? It's history now. But let's finish this. Oh, we arrive at the top. Okay. I guess it's just a roller coaster. But there's something here. I just have to find it. I guess we can just use easy mode. Where are you? Is it here? Yeah, there it is. The underground mini paradise. Never finished, obviously. Like, this was supposed to be his main area, I think. But the server went offline shortly after all of this, unfortunately. So yeah, this was our own little private community. Not too much, but still. This tunnel alone is quite the build, to be honest. An interesting fact, we never had nether on the server, because I don't know, there was bugs with it, I think. So all the glowstone you can see here was bought in the mall. It wasn't too expensive, for obvious reason, because people wanted glowstone. But yeah, you had to mine diamonds to grab it. And I'll just finish this path and see you at the end. Alright, I think here we are at one of the last locations which I could fit in this already very long video. There are still a ton more locations which would definitely be worth checking out, but I wasn't too heavily implemented or involved in them, so this video is just the buildings where I was mainly involved. It doesn't mean though they are like these amazing builds all the way, like all over the place, which go on unnoticed for now. But coming here, as you can see, the people on this server had a thing for castles. If you come by the pickaxe project, which is actually amazing, I love this thing, just has, oops, something to it. Go into the castle, past the trench I built, once again. Empty signs, which had something written on them, and small houses in here. And this is my house. Quick build. Nice bed, nice fireplace. Paintings. Living area. And a kitchen. Is there anything in here? I wonder if furnaces are full, or if the items also got deleted. Can we find a furnace? I don't know. I guess not. Yeah. Oh yeah. Below the trench, or below the bridge. My hideout. And I think in this neat little hideout, I'm gonna end this video for now. It's already been too long, I think. But I think the stuff we checked out was worth it. Very old stuff. The server went offline before the release, like 1.8 or something, or 1.7 even. Yeah, this is the world I first started in playing Minecraft. I hope you liked it. If you want me to check it out once more and see if we can find other builds which are worth checking out, let me know. I'd gladly do it, because I love coming here and just walking through everything and getting reminded, and especially talking about it. I like to talk about it. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and see you next time.